All right. Can you guys hear me? Hello, hello. Just making sure. Bet. All right, give me 1 second. All right. What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another live stream. Good morning, everybody. Let's see what's going on here. These equal highs on ES look pretty. Actually, I think this is pretty promising right here. I'm gonna be honest. I think we're gonna get a drive lower and then higher. Either lower, higher, or we're gonna get a drive higher, lower, because we're literally in between equal highs and equal lows. That's some low probability conditions you don't want to really be a part of when you're in between equal highs, equal lows. However, this low right here, so if we take either one of these out, I think we're going for the other one. So ES, keep an eye out for that. And NQ, you can just kind of follow accordingly, same as YM. You have these equal lows on YM. You are trading into a 4-hour fair value gap right now on YM, so keep an eye on that. I believe this is a daily RDRB I annotated right here, so we are trading a little higher from that. If we respect this 4-hour, then we expect ES to drive into these equal lows, YM to drive into these equal lows, ES to drive into all this low resistance liquidity. Looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. Solid. So we got PPI in 5.5 minutes. And then yeah, I think we'll go from there. Let me just double check if there's anything I'm missing. I think that's about pretty much as far as my analysis is gonna go. Don't think I'm missing anything too crazy for today. We're just gonna need to wait for some sort of confirmation on either side of the market. I am leaning bearish overall this week, so we could see some potential manipulation on the upside and then see some bearishness is what I'd like to see. Once again, it's PPI, so I think we should probably just let it pass. At 10 o'clock, we have high impact news as well, so lots of volatility today. And one last thing I do want you guys to note is that it is a day prior to CPI, so if we get consolidation, that's not out of the question. So we can look for a trade, but just accept the fact that it might be a little lower probability. Tomorrow CPI is most likely going to drive price in one direction, and we're just going to continue for the rest of the week in that direction. Let's drop down to a lower time frame, see if we're missing here. I see on the 4-hour in between equal highs equal lows, so that is something you want to be careful about if you are trading this. Now for, oh my gosh, this is so clean. I don't know, this chart is so clean. If we take either side out, like I can just see the other side being run out. Right now we do have an SMT on the high, so I do honestly, I'm gonna say I'm leaning bearish right now. I am definitely leaning bearish. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna log into this account right here. Brand new account for the live stream. Yep, I just see SMT right now on the highs. I am leaning bearish. Do I trade PPI? That is the question. I'm gonna wait here. I'm gonna be honest. The reason I'm waiting is because we are in between equal highs, equal lows. So I want to wait for one side of the market taken first before really jumping to anything. But you know, if you want to trade PPI, I am leaning bearish as of right now. I feel like I'm leaning bearish more than bullish, even though I am both sided right now. Not financial advice. Oh, and look at that. How are we bearish? Okay, so now let's see how this candle closes here. It's able to close lower or stay high. I want to say good stuff, DZ. You know what? I'm gonna good stuff. Good stuff. Oh, also my camera's not work. I don't know why my camera doesn't work sometimes. So there's no cam today. I apologize, guys. All right, so straight into that fair value gap. I think the on ES it's going to hold this fair value gap. So most likely, so if you look from a daily, right? We are trading into this fair value gap right now with a pretty significant liquidity pool resting right above it. So we're trading into that, and now we can possibly be seeing some higher prices. So don't worry if you missed that. Don't FOMO in. I do think that we're going to get some higher prices here. But once again, let's let this candle settle down. See what it wants to do. And then after this type of candle, how to trade? Wait, you wait. After this kind of candle, you wait. Just be a little patient here. Everything so far going to plan. It's going good. Right? Like the 4 hour, YM, trades in fair value gap, displacement lower, wicks out all of this liquidity. Now it looks like we're gonna go for that high. So once again, ES took out those equal lows into a daily fair value gap. We can look for these equal highs. NQ, wick lower, took out this liquidity into this RDRB, into this order block, and look for this equal highs right here. So I think everything's leaning pretty bullish right now. We could probably take out those highs. In my opinion, it makes a lot of sense to me. So that's what I'm looking for, is these highs right now. Add a little eyeball. All right, let's read chat a little bit. I've been looking at the market this whole morning, so let's read chat a little bit. First off, good morning, everybody. Welcome to the stream. I hope you're enjoying it so far. Equal lows at 1 hour for value gap, or equals. Actually, I assume you're talking about the equal lows, equal highs. What's this wallpaper? I'm assuming you're my starting stream screen. That it's like a custom screen. Can I watch 22 mentorship directly? I know the basics. I think you could, to be honest. You just go through 2022 ICT mentorship. I think it was pretty great. All right, how are you gonna approach today? I think I kind of missed that low key, but I did go over my thought process. Yes, Zach, news is the best. No news, no trade. It's tough, whoever made money on that short. You plan on waiting for 10 a.m. news to trade? I mean, that could be a possibility, but we also have 9:30 volatility, right? So we can either look at 9:30 volatility, or we're gonna look at 10 a.m. volatility. One more thing though is we do have impact news tomorrow, CPI. So just be a little careful. So far it looks pretty clean though, so I think everything's been pretty good. I know the pair name because my pair a bit different. It's ES1 exclamation mark, and that's just the continuous contract. Same as NQ1 exclamation mark, YM1 exclamation mark. Those are all the continuous contracts. The bottom right, make sure you turn on B adjust if you are going to use the continuous contract. Massive rejection block being created right now. What to look for after this candle closes? All right, let's take a look. On the 1 minute, it looks pretty, honestly, I think it just looks pretty promising to long this. The only I'd just be looking at this 1 minute balanced price range. you can be looking for like some sort of trade from here. No, then you could probably long it up into these high, the CPI high or PPI high. Sorry, looks pretty good to me. Let's see how price. Yeah, I think it's pretty promising actually to go for those highs. I don't see anything wrong with that, to be honest. And then ultimately go for these equal highs on ES. That's just too clean. It's too obvious, I feel like. So these are definitely gonna be run out today, in my opinion. Same as these NQ highs. I think YM's gonna be the one lacking behind here. Probably gonna, if we draw a dealing range, right? So just imagine all of them in their respective dealing ranges. And the high to low, you know. So NQ is still slacking behind where YM is still slacking behind where NQ and ES are already above that 50% level, right? So something to be aware of. Not financial advice. If anyone trades based off my analysis, I'm as good as you are, you know. I'm just giving you my thought process. How to utilize AMDX and XAMD well with our hourly market maker. How to utilize AMDX and XAMD well with our hourly market maker model. Do you look at SMT between quarters? Whoa, who's leaking? Yo, y'all are leakers. Yeah, that's awesome. All trades taken are paper trades. If I take any advice I give is not advice. It's strictly entertainment. $117 viewers, famous, bro, famous? Nah, not yet. Nah, Vegeta. I don't know what your name is. I know it's from Dragon Ball Z. I just don't know how to pronounce it. It's just like me calling Raisin. If you know, you know. It drives me nuts that people just throw around day stuff, but they don't even know the slightest about it. Vegeta. Okay, got it. Don't worry, guys. I'll watch all of Dragon Ball Z just so I can make you guys feel a little better. Same as Naruto. I have to catch up on all the episodes. Honestly, Doug, I think that when people talk about day stuff, it's like they don't know how to implement it anyway, so it's like it's whatever until all the NDAs and stuff like that are sorted out. Like I think I don't know if this is official, but they technically did say that we could if we wanted to reteach his stuff, we have to reteach it through our own understanding. So I don't know if that was a go ahead to teach his stuff, but obviously I'm not gonna do it. I don't want to get in trouble, but I'm just saying. All right. I watched Naruto like 10 episodes or so, and then I give up. This stuff is not only mind-blowing, I literally can't teach it at this point. It's too advanced. I feel like I could teach it, but you know, I'm not going to. Damn, chat thinks I'm doing something extremely illegal here. Yeah, I want to say it's illegal. However, it's just like out of respect for Day, right? But once you do sign an NDA, like you are it technically is illegal. So you might have to watch out for that if you are in the mentorship. You'll grow old by the time you catch up. Both of these animes are hella long. Yeah, I remember watching it on television when I was like 10 years old. I think that's the only time. My brother was really into anime. That's why I just watched like with him. Attack on Titan or Solo Leveling. I haven't watched Solo Leveling, but Attack on Titan, I finished that. I kind of got bored by the end though, low key. There were too many fillers in my opinion. OG shonen shunin. Oh my god, I can't do this anymore. I can't do this. You guys can't type the name anymore. You guys have to type the pronunciation. What's an NDA? It's a non-disclosure agreement. It means whatever information you're given, you're not allowed to tell anybody else, basically. NDAs are law now. NDAs are only as good as the person who wants to enforce them. Yeah, so I would just say that, I don't know, I feel like Day is not really someone I want to mess with, I'm gonna be honest. If bro say he got bored of Attack on Titan at the end. Like, it was cool, but they were like, I feel like there's like some filler. I don't know. I got bored, I'm not gonna lie. I'm pretty basic, I think, in terms of anime. Like, my favorite animes are probably gonna be Demon Slayer and Jujutsu Kaisen. One Punch Man. Oh yeah, I think that was pretty funny. That was pretty good. Shonen. What am I missing here? Who's Day? Day is he's, I guess I don't know, creator of quarterly theory, I guess. From my understanding, he reverse engineered ICT's work to find quarterly theory, and then now he's done an extremely deep dive on that, and he's teaching in his mentorship. How to join mentorship? It depends which mentorship. Day's mentorship, STBP, private community. Full name Day? No, that's not his full name. I don't think. I'm pretty sure not. I think Day's his last name actually. Try to watch Solo Leveling. I'm down. I will when I have the time. All right, Jason. First name's Trader, last name's Day. Oh, Vegeta's onto something. He is onto something. I'm just gonna let him do what he's doing because like that'll help all of you guys. So I'm not saying anything. I didn't say anything. Thank you, Yiji, for the kind words. Appreciate it. It's extremely hard to enforce NDA and non-compete. Yeah, I mean, I can understand. It's like, how would you know? You know what I mean? How would you know who leaked it? I feel like. And just called you Josh. Now I feel. Who'd you call me? You called me Josh? Who'd you call Josh? Jason? Is there a real estate agent in chat right now? Yeah. I believe so. From my understanding, he understands his laws. Because I have no clue, so I assume he knows. Jason's my analyst. One of my analysts. What's your bias today based on higher time frame? Let me take a look. I think honestly I'm still bullish here. We just took out these equal lows on ES, took out these lows on NQ, and then took out these lows on YM, and then probably looking for these equal highs on ES and NQ possibly. That's really what I'm leaning towards right now. Looks pretty good so far. Looks clean. Bro, are you taking a trade now or waiting for 9? Honestly, I'm down to wait for 9:30 or 10. Free trading view in chart NQES got delay. Gotta buy premium. You don't. I think you have to buy a membership. It doesn't have to be premium, but then after you get the membership, you have to get real-time data. From my understanding, we were bearish until bullish. Exactly. Got multiple Elijahs up in here. All right, Araza, take care. How to join your mentorship? My mentorship, I don't really have a mentorship. My one-on-one. So how I'm doing it is like I am doing like I'm handpicking 5 people to be my private students. So far I've picked 1, and to get selected, you pretty much just like post your journals and be active in the community. And then over time, if I see 1, you're just a chill person, and 2 is like you're good at what you do, then I'll bring you in, you know what I mean? And then I'll start teaching you one-on-one pretty much. Other than that, I don't really have a mentorship. You can join the private community. I guess that counts as kind of a mentorship. But yeah, I think other than that, I don't really offer a full mentorship. I am releasing a mentorship series on May 20th. That will be the first episode release for me premium members, and then on June 1st will be the first release for free members. Yeah, I think that's, and then I'll be releasing 1 episode per week for that mentorship. For premium members, they will have homework, and they will have quizzes, and they'll have unit tests, and they'll have exams. For free members, you guys would just kind of have the content. How many episodes will there be? Right now, to be honest, I'm thinking, I don't know, I feel like there might be like 50 or more. I don't know, we'll see. We'll see if we can condense it down, but it's a mentorship like from A to Z, like zero to absolute everything. Well, I guess I wouldn't say absolutely everything, but zero to where I found consistency. JG's man, if I'm good, why would I need to join? You got secret sauces. I would say that in terms of saying you're good, I wouldn't say like you don't necessarily have to be consistently profitable yet. It's just if you are dedicated and consistent and you're good at, you know, just putting in the work and showing it, and you're good at engaging with other people, then that's where I'm like looking for people to bring in. It's also not just bringing in as a quote unquote private student, it's also bringing you in, like offering you some sort of opportunity to join my team. That's pretty much what it is. And also teaching you the secret sauces. You know what I'm saying? We'll see though. Why wouldn't you pick people that weren't as good but had potential to mentor? Yeah, so that's my plan, is I'm gonna pick people that have potential to mentor or they're already really good. Because for my private students, it goes very, like I teach them very advanced material. That's pretty much what it is. And prior to bringing in students, I have like multiple evaluations I put them through kind of without them knowing, and then I'll you know, and then I'll see if they qualify or not. That's just how I'm doing it. It's like I'm just saying it so that you guys understand that there is a chance, but if someone's selected, you wouldn't know they're selected. I think the market will reach the middle of the wick and go up NQ. We'll see. We will see. Are you talking about the hourly wick or the 15-minute wick? $50 weeks? Yeah, I don't know. It might be an ongoing series for my mentorship. I don't even know. I feel like I need to cover everything. So it's like it's like the thing is, I feel like with the first like few months, like you'll probably already be able to like dissect price on any like market and stuff like that. It's just after that is like more like just the extras, you know. Do you pick semi-skilled traders? Honestly, I have been looking for semi-skilled traders, and the reason is like if you are semi-skilled, you've already proven that you are willing to like put in the work, you know what I mean? Did you do a quick rundown on your 3 chart setup? What kind of rundown are you looking for? Okay, Vegeta. Oh, as a student, any age, any skill level. I agree. I'm still learning, right? A is still learning, right? Like people at the highest level, they're always constantly learning. How to avoid getting stopped out? Put your stop loss at SMT divergence, lows or highs. So why I'm just kind of running out that first target right now. ES almost there. NQ is kind of just stalling right now. So I just be careful with this right now. If you are in a trade, I would just take a partial at this point because YM did take that out already. Not financial advice. All right. How much time we got to get active in the community? I'm already late. You got, it's indefinite, right? Right now, I've only selected 1 out of 5 people. So it's really, it's never too late to start, in my opinion, until all the slots are filled up. And then after that, I think, I don't know, just be you in the server, I guess. And then let me, I don't know how to explain it. It's just like, if you stand out to me, then I'll just like, I'll hit you up. And then actually I won't hit you up. I'll run you through some personal tests first without you knowing, and then if you like kind of pass them, quote unquote, then I'll message you. So advanced, we don't need PD arrays anymore. You still need PD arrays, but I've been telling everybody that you just need fair value gaps, highs, and lows. That's all you need. If you don't get picked for the community, and more is really golden, in my opinion, enough to grow. I appreciate that, Donnie. Still bearish until price cracks again or invalidates current SMTs. I think that's valid. Right now we have the SMT with PPI highs, so just be careful of that, right? So if once again, if you were in that trade, then I would have taken a partial once YM trade into that. Do you use CRT? I used to use CRT on the 8-hour candle. However, I kind of just deviated away from that. I don't really use it anymore. I think I used CRT on the 8-hour candle like 1 or 2 years ago. I'm trying to switch from Forex to indices. Could you teach us how to calculate lot size and on the go, or any tips and tricks with it? You just use the position tool. I think this is the easiest way. Whatever market you're trading, you put your position tool here. Go to your settings, set the account size, risk percentage, right? If I risk 0.5%, and then just tell me here. Just put my stop loss here. My lot size for this would be 4.688, but I can only place whole numbers, so I would just round down to 4 contracts in index futures for this trade specifically. Character is a big part as well. Skills can be taught a lot easier than character. I agree. Yes. Elijah's also kind of scouting out people for me. So, you know, you can manipulate Elijah into thinking you're a good person. You mentioned indices good brokers. Not sure. I just use interactive brokers. I think that's it. That's all I know. That's the extent of what I know. How to get it to look like my chart? Oh, so in the top right here, you're gonna click on this layout and 3, and then it's gonna be side by side. And then I turn on all these settings. Constantly. Megan, what do you mean constantly? What am I missing here? Oh, Megan's been killing it. One of the top performers in the community. I kid you not. Would you like to see daily high go? Yeah, I mean right now I would like to see these equal highs, preferably. Just based on this manipulation here into the daily fair value gap, right? Can you show your chart settings? Yeah, I got you. All right. My blue, my black, or I guess gray, and then everything's black. Status line, scales and lines, and this DCD 3C9 is my background color. I think that's all the settings you need, and you can go back in the replay to find those settings. Oh my gosh, I am lost in the chat. Ethan, when are you copying your first Rolex? I was going to get one, but I was like, I feel like I have better uses of my money, like high key. Bro, long silver, check it please. Sure. I don't really trade silver, but looks like a market maker buy model to me. You know? Yeah, this actually looks clean as fuck. Sorry, not supposed to swear. This looks really clean. That looks pretty clean. Yeah, valid in my opinion. All right, where am I at? That news is good or bad for you? The today news? Oh, today's news, good or bad for you? I don't look at the numbers. I just look at price action and use news events as time-based volatility injection and liquidity tools, I guess. Why you like news then if you missed the whole move? How do you know I missed the whole move? Secondly, the PPI came in twice as hot as expected, so it's good for US currency. Yeah, I don't know anything about fundamentals, I'll be honest. How many daily profiles are there according to you? I see ICT showing lots, but I only have 3 in my mind: classic buy sell, and New York reversal bullish bearish, and New York manipulation bullish bearish. I think that there is a lot of profiles. There's a lot of profiles. I don't think it's limited to just AMDX and XAMD. I guess I'll just say that. I use market structure shift and fair value gap inversions to decide my bias. The problem I face is when there are order blocks with fair value gaps. What's the problem there? Is like you're trading into order blocks with fair value gaps, or? Are you purely selecting the 5 students from your private server or from SWP as possible? I'm selecting it from just my private community, to be honest. Or not my private community, sorry. My Discord, I guess. So it could be free community or the private community, either one. I agree with Donnie. Been in about 10 days and everyone has been so helpful and welcoming. I appreciate the kind words. Would you wait for Powell's speech before you trade at all? I just wait for 9:30, see what happens. Do you use Top Step? Yes, I do. What's good, Max? Possible scenario: 9:30 takes sell side liquidity from news in one asset cracking, and 10 a.m. news sends it higher. Yeah, that's possible. I can see that happening. They are all pretty far from that low though, so be a little aware of that. And Rolex does not keep its value. Honestly, it could be a business statement, but that's all. Honestly, I feel like Rolex is just to show off, right? That's my understanding of it. If you get a really rare watch, then obviously it'll go up in value over time, but it's like, how much, at what cost, you know what I mean? Do you normally enter on the close of the SMT candle? Yeah, you could say that. You can also go to the lower time frames. Like here's like you could went to a 15-second chart, right? A 15-second chart, you're gonna have a pretty good time longing here, I feel like. Or when this SMT was happening, you go to the lower time frame for that confirmation. What my private mentor used to do is we would live trade together and he would be like showing me his thought process and everything. And when news was coming out, he would literally drop down to the 1 second chart and be like, all right, where are we going? Did you trade in forex and crypto? I used to do crypto. Now I just kind of swing it. I made a lot of money in crypto. I lost a lot of money in crypto, so I kind of have PTSD there. I'm not gonna lie, and that's like the main reason I got into trading. You use power 3 like midnight open or 4-hour open? Yes, I use power 3, but I use quarterly theory to dissect that concept. So I will be using true opens of each cycle. Our RDRB on NQ where it dropped into, let's take a look. Yes, 4-hour RDRB, and then it was into a liquidity pool as well, right? Here's a daily fair value gap liquidity pool, so pretty significant. In my opinion, I think we are looking for that high once again. What am I missing? News pretty much tells you when volatility is. That's why it is high probability compared to random on no news. Yeah, news is guaranteed institutional manipulation, so that's why I think it's pretty high probability. Bitcoin USD and Ethereum USD can be used ICT. Yes, you can use SMT between the two. How long have I traded? Just saw your video on Casper SMC. I feel like you said yours. I feel like said the words which I'm struggling at the moment. I'm also perfectionist and think I put too much work in the wrong work. What's my problem? Just focus on generalizing your ideas, like your trade ideas, right? So I think the main focus of a lot of people shouldn't be where are my longing, where am I shorting. It's more so like building a narrative. So it's like, in the grand scheme of things, where are we right now? Are we in a market maker buy model, market maker sell model? So if we go to the 4-hour, for example, oh, it looks like we're in a market maker buy model when we had SMT down here, right? You're buying below lows, so YM trades below here. So then on NQES, you're looking, possibly you could look for some higher prices because of the SMT divergence of the lows. So by using market maker models as your context, then you have a clearer framework to work around, right? And then you'll know when to expect price to manipulate sell side liquidity or buy side liquidity, expect when for it to expand in your favor, stuff like that. So I think the main focus isn't necessarily perfecting every single concept, but rather try to get a general view of what a market maker model looks like. So I'm just do a very quick drawing here is just market maker model, right? And you could literally just pattern. I mean, I guess you could just pattern trade this, and more times than not, it'll work. And you need, as long as it stems from a higher time frame level. So this, let's say there's a higher time frame key level, we trade into it, creating a market maker model, then you can just trade that, and more often than not, it will work. Ooh, all right. How do you clearly spot fake market structure shift? Is there SMT? Ask yourself. If there's no SMT, it's probably fake. Hey bro, are you in Trader Day's mentorship and wondering if it's still open? Day's mentorship is closed until 2025, and in 2025, I'm not sure if he will keep teaching. You guys will have to see. And the reason I say that is because he has a child now, like a newborn baby. So I would imagine 2025 he probably wouldn't want to teach anymore. We'll see. Just looking at what just happened, I think all session is done for today. It's hit or miss with these news. Definitely not hit or miss with these news events. I think that's why I was trying to hint to you guys like leaning bearish, because I'll give you guys a study case. Prior to high impact news, just look for SMT. I'll give you that study case, and you'll figure out pretty soon it's not random. Let's see. Yeah, so I don't think the session's done today either, because we have 9:30 still, and we also have 10 o'clock volatility injection. So Rolexes are overrated in my opinion. Some are nice. I don't know too much about Rolexes. Why 10 minutes delay in CME but Oanda is real time? Because you need to purchase real time data for CME. Ethan Humble, I'm copying a Rolly ASAP. Jason's also go look at his YouTube channel, everybody. I think it speaks for itself. Easiest daily profile to trade seems like when London moves constant in one direction after midnight, and then either you get New York reversal or New York manipulation, and you compare it with SMT. I agree. I'm not allowed to say. Yeah, but Vegeta knows. Bro, do you trade Unicorn? Honestly, I've deviated away from Unicorn. Like, Unicorn helped me find consistency, but after that, it's like I started getting into like market maker models really heavily. Like, I already understood market maker models, I just didn't know how to implement it yet. And then after that, I started implementing it. Now I just trade turtle soups, to be honest. But Unicorn, I think, is still a very, very good trading model. Don't get me wrong. It's still very good. What's your favorite to trade out of 3 or whatever is cleanest? I just trade NQ because I'm lazy. I just execute on NQ, I'll be honest. But if you want to trade the cleanest chart, always look for the one that creates a new swing point in the market during an SMT. So the one that makes a lower low or a higher high. That's going to be your cleanest trade. 8:30 took out Friday's low. Yes. Yeah. That's a very good point, Elijah. There's no perfect in trading or in anything. How would you mark your premium discount from the 4-hour or the 1-hour? Thanks. All right, let's take a look. So let's go to the 1 hour. You're really just looking at your dealing range from this high, this low, this high to this low, this high to this low. That's pretty much what I'm looking at for dealing range wise. All right, so why is this in my opinion, this was a turtle soup? Why? Because it's internal range liquidity, sweep it for higher prices. So that's my opinion. And here, what is this? Internal range liquidity, sweep it into discount within the daily fair value gap, higher prices. Here, sweep internal range liquidity, lower into discount into this fair value gap, and then higher prices. So that's how I'm kind of looking at it right now. Actually, I'll just leave that on the screen. I think that's pretty clean. Okay, what am I missing here? Market going to midweek will be a way better buy. What do you think? I agree with that. However, I don't know if it's going to get there, right? That is pretty far away. If it does, I agree it's a good buy, but it is pretty far away. Do you use True Day Open? Yes, I do. I use all the True Opens. I kind of just keep it at the back of my head. Is volume imbalance a stronger magnet versus fair value gap? Just focus on fair value gaps in my opinion. Volume imbalance is good, but I just use it as any other inefficiency. I don't say one's better than the other. I think all inefficiencies act the same. It's like you just want to look for SMT within your higher time frame inefficiency. That's how I like to look at it. That's usually my framework. Is I look for a higher time frame inefficiency or liquidity pool. I drop down my lower time frame, look for SMT. From there, I mark out my market maker model, and then I trade through that narrative. There was a SMT before this big drop too, which is crazy. I'm telling you, man, you guys should study that for sure. Is there a specific time frame that you look at in order to determine SMT? Not really. I kind of just do it based on proximity. You can look at, I like to look at 4-hour, 1 hour, 15-minute, 5-minute, and those are like my bread and butter time frames for SMT. If you get an SMT on like the weekly chart or the daily chart, then that usually frames some sort of sentiment shift for me personally. And then I like to use my IPTA data ranges to kind of determine time-based liquidity. So your 20-day look back, your 40-day look back, your 60-day look back, and look at those liquidity pools. Oh, I'm running out of breath. I'm gonna take a breather. I'm gonna drink something. Give me a sec. But seriously, that's crazy. 146 viewers today. Thank you all for, sticking around. I appreciate it. I have gotten a request to say your names before I answer a question, so I will do that now. I lost where I was in the chat. Okris. Okris? So every trade we take, do we wait for SMT? Yes. That's what I do. Not financial advice, but that's what I do. No SMT, no trade. No news, no trade. That's me. Okay, what next? Who is Jason? Jason's one of my analysts. I onboarded him like 3-4 days ago, I believe. Yeah, he's been killing it though. I kind of brought him in. I gave him one job because we literally look at the same things every single day. So I just told him, you're gonna be the signal bot. I'm gonna be the person that answers questions. So you just delegate that focus. Andrea asks, hi, I wonder which open is stronger for holding 8:30 a.m., 9:30 a.m. when 8:30 already is a fake out. It should hold. I would say just focus on your 7:30 a.m. open, and that's what you're focusing on. That's your true session open. So if you're trading New York AM session, focus on your 7:30 a.m. opening price. If you're trading New York PM session, focus on your 1:30 p.m. EST opening price. If you're focusing on London session, then you're doing your 1:30 a.m. EST true open, right? And then if you're doing Asia session, you're doing 7:30? Yeah, 7:30 p.m. EST for your true open. Okay. What's the next question? I'm already in my long since like 8:40. Good shit, Elijah. Do you use inversion gaps? Yes, I use inversion gaps to identify true market structure shifts. What time frame do you look for true day open? I look for it on the 15-minute chart. Ethan, what's gonna be your first car? I don't know. I think cars are alright. I'm more of a motorcycle person. So one day if I just disappear, you know why. Brief me on how to use true open, please. Use it as a filter. If you're above the true open, look for sells. If you're below the true open, look for buys. If you're trading the true day open, then look for manipulation below the true open, above the true open, depending if you're bullish, bearish. Pretty much. Thumbs up the stream. Yes, sir. Oh, I forgot to read the names. That last question about the true opens was from Makona, Samuel, Sean Ego. I hope I said that right. I'm so sorry if I butchered that. I'm so bad at pronouncing names. B Trader Vlog asks, what would it be your advice to use market maker models? I understand the concept, but having hard times applying it in real time. Look for SMT. If you haven't watched my SMT video, I highly suggest you do, because that pretty much teaches you how to trade market maker models. Same as my the model I posted that got me funded over 400k. So those two videos are your bread and butter setups for market maker models, or at least for me, sorry. chill study date. What macro should I wait for on New York AM? That depends on when your news is coming out. So if you have high impact news at 8:30, I believe the high probability macro there would be, I want to say like 8:45 to 9:15, if I remember correctly. Don't quote. I'm not a specialist in these macros. I literally forgot. I don't really use macros. I use more so the daily profiles and session profiles. And then for always a safe bet is your 9:20 to 9:40 macro, because that one, it just has equities open in it. So I assume that's why it's a macro, because the equities open. So you'll always have volatility injection. And then I think if you have high impact news at 10, I think usually you will have a macro from 9:50 to 10:10, if I remember correctly, 10:30 to 10:45, and then 10:50 to 11:10. Yeah, it's very specific. Once again, I'm not the specialist with macros, so if you do want to figure out more on macros, I believe Hydra teaches macros, so you guys can check them out. Ooh. All right, what's the next question here? Yo, what's good, Snows? Mansoor, do you do every trade live? Not every trade, no. A ninja motor? I would say I kind of want to get, I don't know, I want an Aprilia R660 right now, or the Yamaha R7. Those are like the two bikes I'm looking at. Or if CF Moto comes out with their 500cc inline 4, then I'm definitely getting that. Bro, reading the full government name. I thought you told me to read the names. Bond stock previous day high, all of them. Bearish at the moment. Good observation. I will take a look. Man, okay. Thoughts on Yeet? I don't listen to him. I think he's an artist, but I don't listen to him. Oh, that was from Elijah Owen. Braxy asked, do you think it's necessary to understand open high low close and open low high close? Yes, very, very important. Very, very important to understand those. Ab asked, how do you spend your day outside of trading? I'm gonna be honest, I want to say I'm kind of degenerate. I just like back test all day, or I kind of work on my other business or try to build up my brand. That's how I like to spend my time pretty much. And if my girlfriend comes over, then I pretty much do nothing all day. Do we check SMT on lower time frame, 15-minute or 5-minute? It depends what point of interest you're in. If you're in like a 4-hour point of interest, then look for a 15-minute SMT. If you're in a 1-hour point of interest, look for a 5-minute SMT, right? Just using that time frame alignment. Drew Andre asks, hi, I'm new. Which pair would you look for gold SMT? I don't trade gold, but I would assume it's silver. Gold and silver. Any trades yet? Maybe. Yeah, inline 4 is crazy. Yeah, I want that screamer, you know what I'm saying? Red, blue, green, high, toppy, ES, NQ, divergence right before open. Sorry, I'm gonna need you to like clarify your question. Sorry about that. Max asks 15. Oh, it's not a question. 15-minute breaker forming on ES, maybe. Yeah, potentially if we get displacement higher. Man, I have not been keeping up with analysis. Give me 1 second. Let me turn off some of this sauce. Wait, I just read, Jason, didn't you call previous day low? I swear you called that shit, no? Oh, we could be bearish now. Oh, we could be bearish now. Be a little careful, guys. We do have SMT on the highs right now, so. Let's see. Let's take a look at bonds. See what's going on. Yeah, we could definitely be bearish right now. I completely agree with that consensus. The only strategy would suggest for life. The only strategy I would suggest for life, I don't know. I feel like I can't do that because there's so much to learn, and every day I'm learning something new that's like mind-blowing. So I don't want to say there's one setup for life. However, if there's one concept for life, it would be market maker models, just to have that framework, that narrative. Yeah, I think that's what I would say. In terms of setups, I don't think there's any setups. I would say one setup for life, because every day I'm just learning something new, and until I am satisfied with my learning curve, I will not settle. Can you show the YM for Valley Gap? So that'd be on the daily chart. So this is all the POIs I'm looking at on the daily chart. So YM trade back into this inversion for Valley chart, start trading higher. YM traded into this RDRB. Well, now it's trading into this fair value gap, but it's still holding in this RDRB. And then, yes, look at this fair value gap right here. Oh, I just realized it's 9:30. Equity's open. Not really getting too much right now so far. We'll wait for 10 o'clock. Oh, I feel like I missed so much stuff in chat. Okay. This is the only issue with like having more people join the stream, is like, you're all welcome here, but I can't read every single question anymore. What do you tell people when they ask what you do or when they call day trading gambling? I honestly, I think I've been pretty lucky in that sense. Nobody really calls me a gambler. I just thought like I'm a full-time intraday trader, and they're just like, oh, cool. Like that's just how it goes. My mom used to be really like insistent that I went back to school and stuff like that instead of trading, but then I'm finally like showing her results now, so she's like, okay, you can keep trading. I'm like, all right. I think that's about it though, to be honest. It's like they weren't haters, they were just worried. Does that make sense? Other than that, everyone else was pretty supportive in my opinion. And I got the same life, no cap. I agree. Luxara. Trading view, acting weird, freezing on me. Anyone has this problem? For me, I think it's working fine. Yep, same thing, Max, for crypto. In some spot buys. I do want to see SMT on the highs, look for some bearishness in Bitcoin, Ethereum. That's kind of like my game plan right now. Other than that, I'm in spot buys. My 1 hour charting is freezing on trading view. Any ideas what to do? Oh, I guess multiple people are having the issue. Press Control R. It should restart your trading view. Bro, I fuck with your full ports, Jason. Z asks, what do you use to copy trade between futures prop firms? I don't copy trade between prop firms. I just copy trade within prop firms. Do you Makona? Do you still take people in your premium Discord group? So right now we have we just hit like the 90 member mark. So once we hit the 100 member mark, I'm going to be raising the price to something higher so that it's harder to get in. And the reason is, it's like you can already see on YouTube, right? It's like, it's really hard for me to keep up with questions. So in the private Discord, like I need to keep some sort of exclusivity. So once we hit 100 members, I'm definitely going to raise the price of some sort. But yeah, you can still join if you want right now. Can you show the YM for valid gap? Okay, I think I already showed that. What's your bias on DXY? If I'm bullish on, I think I'm pretty bearish on DXY, to be honest. Yeah, I showed this in the live stream yesterday. Bullish on EUGU, bearish on DXY right now. And I'm paying attention to this fair value gap right here, this inversion fair value gap. Because if it's not respecting this, then that means it's not respecting bullish order flow, right? I lost where I am in the... Vern asked, what is your bias on DXY, by the way? Clive, why do you wait for 10 o'clock to take a trade? Are you waiting for a hourly SMT? So right now I'm just looking for the highest probability trade to take on stream. However, on like my, you know, my other monitors, I have taken some trades. But right now I started a fresh trade, started a fresh Top account to trade on stream for you guys. So, you know, I will take the most high probability trades, I think. I'll take it on stream. And then we're going to run up this account together. I'm thinking maybe I'll do this account for free streams only. Should I do that? Or should I do it on all live streams? I don't know. Which monitor do you use? I don't even know. My main monitor is like a Samsung 240 hertz one. And then my side two monitors are like 60 hertz HP monitors. My setup literally looks like this screen right here. This is literally my setup right here. 3 monitors, keyboard, not a controller but a mouse, and then my computer. Yeah, this is pretty much my setup right here. Oh shoot, I'm missing so many questions. Okay, if I missed your question, I apologize. You're just gonna have to retype it. I'm just gonna catch up with chat now because my eyeballs and throat is tired. That sounded very inappropriate. All right. Okay, G's to the 140 hertz. What do you need such a high refresh rate for? So I used to do, actually, you know what? The latency difference between a 240 hertz and a 60 hertz monitor, if you trade the 1 second chart, you actually have an advantage. No, but on a real note, I used to play competitive gaming. That's why. You dropped out? Yeah, so I was in school for aviation. And then within the first year, I was like, yeah, I hate school. And I just dropped out. Because I've always been very entrepreneurial, I feel like, in my life. So did we meet the target? Oh my gosh, are we about to meet the target? Oh, we hit it. Finally. Yes, hit it. Okay, W's. I don't know if anyone took that though. Anybody take that? I still think we go higher. I'm not gonna lie. For these highs. We do have an SMT on the high though, so I would be very cautious. That would just be pretty much like a TP right there. Let's see what else am I at. You're up 2k on GME. No way, bro. There's no way. All right, the reason, ask macros at anybody, there is a great macro indicator on TradingView by LuxAgo. Okay, that's good to know. I'm gonna take a breather. You think TradingView is down? It's working for me, which is interesting. Yeah, if dollar is bullish, everything else should be bearish. If dollar is bearish, then everything else should be bullish. I'm back. Did you take a trade? Not on stream. TradingView is screwing me. Maybe you guys can try downloading the TradingView app. That's what I'm using. Is like the actual application for Windows. Or if you have a Mac, then the application for Mac. This is so far looking really good. Very, very solid stuff. I do want to show, I'm just going to show my hourly. I think this is the cleanest chart for you guys to look at right now, to give you guys framework. I still don't understand SMT. Don't the markets follow each other? Like if NQ is strong? Yeah, so that's what we're looking for, right? So the markets generally do follow each other, but the moment they stop following each other, that's when we're looking for that SMT, right? For the premium members that know what to look for, just take a look at, let me take a look here. You know, actually, I'm just gonna say everyone take a look at Midnight True Open right now. Draw that across your screen. Okay. So also, if you don't understand SMT, you can watch. I have a full video on that. Chill study date. I have a full video of that on my YouTube if you want to check it out. Do we drop into internal range liquidity and expect external range liquidity on the daily chart? Yes, that's pretty much what we're looking at right now. That's why this high is the draw, in my opinion. We do have an SMT on the highs right now. I'd be a little cautious about, but other than that, looks pretty solid so far. Because truthfully, if you entered down here, you'd already have your stop in profit, right? So let's say you entered down here where I was pointing to earlier. You did enter here, then wait, was it this area? Sorry, it was on ES actually. It was this balance price range right here, right? So when this was digging into here, looking at NQ right here, displays higher, potential entry here as well. And at this point, you just be, your stop loss would be in either profit, you would have taken some partials, and it's a risk-free trade at this point if you are in a trade. Again, not financial advice. If you guys press the button, that's on you, right? If you guys, you know what I mean? So I'm just here to give you my thoughts and answer some questions if you guys have any. I am not buying GameStop. I have zero experience with like individual stocks, so I will just stay out. Even try to zoom in and out a couple times. Is that going to crash my trading view? All right, I think we're good. If the 50-minute candle closed below London highs in NQ, game over, we going down. I mean, it did close over. I don't see. Yeah, we'll see what happens. I feel like this is still the narrative right now for me personally. Let's see. What am I missing here? Does SMT mean a cracking correlation between one asset between the three? Yeah, it's like it's just, let's say one takes a low and the other two fail to take a low, then you have SMT divergence, vice versa. I'm gonna be bullish after these 10 a.m. news. Yeah, I kind of want to see this volatility injection kind of push us higher here. Do you trade every daily ERL to IRL when there's hourly SMT at market structure shift, or you choose daily ERL which has SMT on daily chart itself? You can use, so if you have a higher time frame SMT going to a lower time frame SMT, then that would be higher probability. However, it's not required. Nice, good stuff, Donnie. What's your bias this morning? How did you come up with your bias? I think that's like the first thing I talked about. So if you go back to the very beginning of the stream, that's pretty much the first thing I talked about. That was from Merida. It's okay to not take a setup, guys. You can always just study this, right? Understanding why price is doing what it is better than scrambling to find a setup, in my opinion. Because once you build up that analysis skill or analyst skill, you just naturally by default like become a better trader. Low resistance liquidity run being built for sell side liquidity. I agree. I think that we have a lot of sell side liquidity. However, we did just run out some sell side liquidity, right? So just something to be aware of. After that, I see all the sell side liquidity. So you are correct on that. Good morning, me seeks. Hey man, just tuning into your channel for the first time. Was wondering what type of entry models you normally trade. I would say I trade everything, right? Normally, I like to use turtle soups. I like turtle soups for my entries mainly. Or yeah, I just say a framework. I just use market maker models, and then within that framework, I have like any entry I want. To be honest, any ICT entry. Bro, you're my Chinese Santa Claus. Okay. I'll take that as a compliment. I appreciate the kind words. Can we look for sell opportunity tomorrow because we have swept all the buy side liquidity and there's SMT on the high? Yes. I personally think that this week is bearish. But I wanted to see some sort of manipulation to the upside first before seeing bearishness. Jason, is that a signal? Fullport news? I've taken some trades off stream. None on the stream account yet. I will probably be hopping off here pretty soon. I'm just gonna wait for 10 a.m. news and see what happens. And then after that, I'm probably just gonna hop off because I do have some stuff I need to do. Yeah, that's true. Is your name Kimvesco or is that your company name? Or what should I call you? Or what should I refer to you? Yeah. So in my opinion, I think that between 10 and 10:30, you'll probably see some volatility. I know you play League of Legends. No, I maybe back when I was like 12 or 13, I played League of Legends, but definitely not anymore. What do we expect on premiums? Like premium price? I would expect SMT. But my name is Adam. All right, perfect. I'm gonna call you Adam from now on. On PR, Mochu. Oh, oh, I'm kind of dumb. Sorry, that's my bad, Mochu. From premium membership, you guys can expect a week. So right now, my team consists of Elijah being my community manager, and I have an analyst. His name's Jason. He is in the stream right now, and his job is pretty much to call the tops and bottoms for people. For me, I just answer questions usually and live stream. And when I live stream, I'll have Jason in the call too. If he wants to add anything, he'll just talk. But overall, just an overview, you will be expecting one is like an awesome community. That's like the main point of it. And then number two is every week you have weekly outlook and Q&A. You'll also have pretty much daily live streams. As long as there's high impact news, I'll be live pretty much. And then there's also weekly homework that will be assigned for you. I'm thinking though, I low-key might make the homework mandatory just to like, I don't know, I'll see. And then you'll also have early access to the mentorship content. And there will also be homework, quizzes, unit tests, exams for the mentorship content as well if you were in premium. What time frame do you normally enter on? I normally enter on the 5-minute. I have deviated away from the like anything 1 minute and below. I've kind of deviated away from it. And the reason is like I'll still use it, but when I'm live streaming for people, I just do 5-minute because I don't want to promote trading the 1 minute below, because it is, I feel like it is stress inducing in my opinion, especially when you're still a developing student. Hard to hard to keep up. Got 3 minutes. Put your bets in. Is it going up or down? But is it feasible for us to lean towards learning how to trade on the 1 minute or below time frame? I would just focus on maximum, I guess minimum time frame is 5-minute or 15-minute. Just focus on those as your intraday trading charts. And then as you get better, and understand your model very, very well, then feel free to go to 15-second and 1 minute. Because the thing is, if you go there now, it's like you'll probably spot your setup over and over and over again, but it's just false signals over and over and over again, because you need that time frame alignment narrative. That's very important. "30 seconds. No FOMO. No FOMO." There's a countdown. I don't have that kind of energy right now, to be honest. Give me bullishness. Let's see what happens. Only thing I would be cautious of right now is this rejection block. If we trade into that, then we need to invert that. Other than that, I think bullishness looks pretty good as long as we can invert that. What did I just do? What happened to my... Oh, it's right here. Pay attention to this rejection block. Same as that would be here. We need to invert that for more bullishness. Is it hot over there as well? Meaning Toronto? I don't think it's all right. It's not terrible. It's like the perfect temperature, I feel like. Like 20 degrees Celsius. The perfect temperature in my opinion. I am from Toronto. On that note, I think I will be heading out here. Type number 1 in the chat if you're satisfied with the stream. Type number 2 if you have a question and you need to type it, and I'll just wait for you to type it. This macro is 950 to 1010. I'm waiting to see what happens after 1010. Valid. All right, bet. On that note, once again, thank you all for joining the stream today. think that it's definitely like the highest viewer count I've ever had by like probably by like 40 people. So really good. It's really pretty awesome stream. Thank you all and take care. If you guys are trading, once again, this rejection block is what I'm paying attention to. If you trade into it, if we invert it, then bullish. If we fail to invert it, then I guess we're gonna keep going lower. And that really good stuff here. So take care, everybody. Good luck, good trading. Oh, also, if you guys want to if you guys want to be a part of the community, all links are in the description below. Feel free to join the free Discord, and I usually make announcements there. So yeah, take care, everybody.